Well, ladies and gentlemen, a YouTuber's quote-unquote food jihad video is not only viral but has stoked a huge controversy. Is this really about food safety or is it deeper? Is it about hate, being targeted? And why are ND alliances now countering what even they are calling quote-unquote harassment? And why is an Andhra village rallying together in support? Let's break this down for you. Well, YouTuber Balaji's food jihad video has gone completely viral and in fact has stoked a massive row. In this, a YouTuber questioned a Muslim street vendor's Kova Buns. This was being sold at a tribal fair in Telangana. This was the Medaram Jatara tribal festival which was being celebrated in Telangana. In fact, the Muslim vendor Sheikh Vali was asked to prove his identity, to show his Aadhaar card. The YouTuber went on to question the quality of the bun that was being consumed, that was being sold. And the YouTuber raised questions about the low pricing of buns. Why were these buns, quote unquote, suspiciously low at the price that they were being sold for? The vendor was eventually coerced to even eat his own Kova bun on camera. Well, that's one side of the story. We've said what the YouTuber in this particular case alleged. The vendor went on to say that I have been selling this for a very long time, both in Andhra Pradesh and in Telangana. In fact, this vendor, Sheikh Vali, was somebody who lived in Andhra Pradesh and was selling his buns at this particular time, as I mentioned, at a festival, a tribal festival in Telangana. Now, it's not just the fact that the entire Andhra village where he lives and several other smaller villages have rallied together in support of this vendor, Sheikh Vali, but it's also NDA alliances like Nara Lokesh, who has spoken up for the vendor. Divisive communal behavior is not acceptable. No place for divisive behavior in Telugu culture. And the Telugu culture is about brotherhood. Look forward to taste your Kova buns. In fact, as I said, there's been a huge, massive rallying support for this particular vendor from Andhra villages as well, who have brought out counter videos, who have gone on to show about how the livelihood was affected. In fact, many of them have even come out in support with monetary benefits. You can see it on your screen. What is this about? I'm being joined by Adanki Dayakar, who's a spokesperson for Congress, Prasad Prekti, who's a political analyst, and I'm also being joined by K.S. Prasad from Hyderabad. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining me. Well, just straight up, a first simple question. What is really this all about? Let's just get one view of yours. What is this about? There's so much of divide over this video. One hand, people questioning what happened with this Muslim vendor, the manner in which it unfolded. The second side of it, where there's a huge support for this Muslim vendor. The third side saying there are concerns about how this was being sold. Adanki Dayakar, how do you look at this? All right, he should be joining us shortly. Prasad Prekti, how do you look at this, Prasad Prekti? What's BJP's response on this? How are they looking at this?
Hi, Sneha and Prasad Garu. Good evening to you and also to the viewers of the channel. First of all, actually, we need to understand this Kova Bun controversy. So, Sammakka Saralamma, this is a Medaram Jatara. It's a very big tribal festival, but a lot of non-tribals also participate in this festival in a very, very big way. Okay, so the issue that has come up, the Tejasvi news anchor Balu Balaji Gaud. So when he is getting into the more details of, okay, how come these buns are so cheap, and he is trying to question, and because there is a lot of Rohingya Muslims are also there, that are concerns that have been expressed. So the kind of questioning, because here it will be Telugu will be rough in Telangana, so it has caused the Muslim vendor Sheikh Vali, he felt offended. So the other side of the thing is the it is not sustainable. When he's inquiring from where you have got the burn, he told, okay, from the local vendors,
I don't
give me the
understand.
contact.
I don't understand this. I don't understand this, Prasad Prekti. Why you're trying to
Yeah.
explain this? What are you really explaining at this point? Are you trying to tell that the vendor got offended because of what? Your position is not clear.
Okay, vendor got offended. There are two things. One is the religious sentiment that is attached, force the YouTubers to question, because that kind of a cheap, it is not feasible here, especially in anywhere in Telangana. So what is that? Is it adulterated, and those kind of a question that has been raised by the YouTuber from the Tejasvi News. So that has become a very big controversy here, and it has caused like here because of the religious sentiment, and also there is another aspect of it is a lot of videos are we are getting where the cleaning and the fruits and all those things have been done with the adulterated water. So this is triggered, and that is what his position is like. Okay, he is wantedly selling this kind of a thing to offend the Hindu sentiments there. So
That is
now,
what you're saying. The big question then emerges, why are BJP alliances from Andhra actually backing this vendor? Why are they
so
backing it? The ND alliances are actually backing this very strongly. Very quickly, let me get in KS Prasad. How do you look at what you just heard from Prasad Prekti? He's saying what the YouTuber is claiming, that how are buns so cheap? How much should the cost be? Who decides?
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to the viewers and good evening to the processor also. Ma'am, as far as YouTubers are concerned, they are not professional journalists and they don't follow the ethics of respect to journalists what we used to. And apart from all that, they want to create some sort of fog in the society, and basing on that, they want to create a fuzz in the YouTube, and basing on that, they will create some nonsense, and basing on that, they'll crawl for the response and other things. This is all unnecessary trash as far as Telangana is concerned. We all happen to be a food lovers, and we respect Muslim community. And apart from all this, it is a secular nation. A Muslim vendor, Hindu vendor, these are all unnecessary discussions which was taking place in a place called Samakasaraka Jatara. And we are all crawling for a national, it needs to be declared as a national festival. And crores of people will gather. That's a tribal festival. Apart from tribal festival, it is our respect towards that. And all communities from various places and various provinces of Telangana will go specifically and have darshan of that Samakasaraka, Padigiddas and all. These are all the the commonness of all Telanganas, and unfortunately, this issue is unnecessarily popped up. Wali is happened to be a community in Andhra Pradesh. We need to consider them happen to be a Hindus part and parcels. They don't have a traditionality as far as Muslim community is concerned. Hardly they go and pray for in masjid. Apart from all that, they follow all the traditions of Hindu communities, which are the festivals in
Here's the question. Here's the question. I'm sure there would have been more vendors in that particular area. If it's really about the quality of bun, shouldn't have others been questioned as well? Prasad Prekti, my question here is, how much does
yes.
a YouTuber know about quality? Who is a YouTuber to question quality? Call the
So first of
cops,
all,
call the
yeah.
food
So
security, let them decide. Food safety officials, I'm sure Telangana has that. Why not call them? Who is an
so
ordinary citizen to go and force somebody to prove their identity? Who is an ordinary citizen to go and prove or jostle another fellow citizen and claim that you're selling substandard buns if there are no proof?
So first of all, we need to look at it from a perspective of not from a just a Hindu and Muslim controversy. This one,
I am not.
okay.
We are not.
So let
News 9
let
is
me put
not.
it. So So we are
You mentioned it.
what YouTuber is telling is the food is adulterated and it is being sold and the price is not sustainable. Okay, but in general in Telangana we don't have this kind of too much of any against or for kind of a politics. Everyone G or Gine though. That is how the culture has been and it will continue to be.
Adanki
So
Dayakar joins us.
now
Do you agree with Prasad Prekti? This is about G or Gine though? Is it as simple as that?
कौन होता है जीने के लिए?
There is no truth in this statement of Mr. Prasad. But one thing, ma'am, in India, some of the people, they are practicing religious untouchability. This is new adventure in India. Some of the people doing wrong practices. They made a propaganda. They divert the attention of the media and all the people of India. So, Kova Buns issue also one of that kind of issue. So they don't want to expose Sammakka Saralakka Jatra. They want to controversy. That is the intention of not even YouTubers. Some of the YouTubers, they are the face of some other people. That's why the problem is very high today. But don't worry about this
Adanki,
kind of issue.
let's be straight. Let's be straight. I mean, there is space outside for rhetorics and politics. In the media, if you're making an allegation, let's be straight about it. Who has space for spinning stories here? If you're mentioning that in this particular case, why wasn't action taken against the YouTuber? Where's the police case? Where's the arrest? If that's
Yes,
what
there
you
may be
feel
a
and you're
chance.
talking here.
There is no any complaint on that issue, ma'am.
Police
That's why
can take
till
suo moto.
today we are
If
awaiting.
there is something wrong, police can take suo moto. Nothing stops the police. So many cases across
Yes,
India.
we will
Government
take
of Congress can
Sumoto
take that.
also. But these guys are made a religious controversy there. That's the one of the issue. Why? Because some of the people, I didn't say names and all, but what is this? What is in this issue? Kova Buns, if there is any adulteration, you can complain the health minister or health inspector, sir, whatever it is. Though
Commission.
they particularly they targeting one community,
Commission.
Kova Buns people. So they want
KS
to
Prasad
export
quickly
it.
come in. So when we just ask the question around why the silence around the case, why no police case, if at all the Congress thinks that this is being made into a religious case, where's the FIR? Why was a law and order crackdown not done? You know, there's the other aspect of it. Very quickly, you both wanted to come in. KS Prasad first.
No, it's very clear and evident as far as NDA. If you really consider NDA, Telangana government of Congress is also part and parcels of it. If you really look at it, how Lokesh has responded, how other Muslim communities responded. In the smart way, non-response of Congress government itself is an answer. They are part and parcels of NDA. If you really look into it, as you said very clearly that they can take it as a sumoto case. How and after all, a YouTuber can claim this sort of nonsense? If food alteration is really a part and parcels of respect to Kova Buns, it is a matter of fact for them. Why they are not responding?
No.
They are
But here's
definitely
the
part
thing.
and parcel of NDA.
Point well taken. Point well taken. I do not take that away. But the NDA alliances have responded. BJP hasn't. That's another point.
Congress is non-responsive.
Prasad Prekti,
Congress
respond.
itself is an answer
And why
to
I'm
that.
saying this? Because the responses from BJP alliances in this case, even Nara Lokesh and others, they've spoken about a Telugu culture. Andhra, Telangana. This story, this incident spans through two states. The posts that have come out has spoken about Telugu culture, how Telugu culture stands for brotherhood. BJP has not spoken. Prasad Prekti.
So here we need to understand, ma'am. So at that time when this issue has happened, here local body elections were happening. So the Congress don't want to get
No local
caught
body
in any
elections are
of the
taking
sides
place, but
here.
Congress will not
So
respond.
that is where they remain
Is it not the
silent.
responsibility of government?
It is definitely responsibility
Irrespective
of
of
the
local
government,
bodies,
but here
no local
they don't
bodies,
want, they made a
assembly
political
elections,
calculation,
non-assembly
not the
elections,
government
parliamentary
administrative
elections,
calculation.
non-parliamentary elections. I don't think this stands. But my question really at this point, Adanki Dayankar, respond to this, and I would like to go to all of this. Where does one draw the line? I mean, look at the end of the day, you may have food safety concerns. And there may be scores of food safety concerns. This country has ways and mechanisms to ensure that there is food safety concerns.
No, they have
Are we
NDA
willing to
concerns.
call
Yeah.
this out for being something
Yeah,
beyond
NDA
food
concerns,
safety
ma'am.
mechanism, or is there
Basically-
anybody who looks at this here as a food safety concern that really emerged? Let's just look into what your positionings, all three of you, your positionings are. Adanki, start with you.
Yeah,
Congress is very clear,
basically
they have NDA
there
concerns.
is a food relation issue, but underline there is a politics, right? So we have a right to take action against those nuisance creator also, not YouTuber. So we will see the response of the courts also. Why? Because the courts also they make a sumoto case.
So
But
first let the
these
police
guys,
act.
these
First let
guys
the police
means
act. Let
these
people
guys
let people in
means
power act. Let
one
the police act. Then we will go
Yeah.
to court. Somebody has to go to court. You know, the point
You
here
have-
is it's a very simple thing. How a
Ma'am, I
fellow
want to
citizen goes on, claims the territory of law and order, which is not a citizen's territory of law and order, and goes on to say, prove your identity. Why should I go and ask anybody to prove my identity, whoever that person's identity is, as long as that
We can-
person is
we
not
can-
coming at my door and knocking and say, give me your documents. Then I
We
can
can
go
check
because
it-
that's
we can
sending
check
me.
it.
Prasad Prekti, please respond. What is your stand on this?
Ma'am, especially let's be very practical here. In a big jatara where it will be having, how can you ensure the food safety can be implemented for a small vendor? That is the first thing. And the second thing, I'm not taking
I
any
won't
sides.
answer.
YouTuber has alleged. YouTuber
I
has
won't answer.
alleged. Wali has got connections with SDPA and PFI as well. That also need to be thoroughly investigated. These two are my points.
it's
No
big
way.
joke.
Fair enough. Very, very important allegations from the YouTuber. Very important allegations. And this is a security issue for sure. Why not go to the police station? Why
They
not
don't
go
go.
to the police
They
station?
want to create
Very
this
important
propaganda, right?
charges. You have a vendor in a tribal festival who has allegedly PFA and SBI links. Serious charges
Yes.
against this vendor. Go to the police station. Bring the police with you.
No,
Yeah,
there is no
definitely.
benefit
Then
to
you
them.
No,
There is
you,
no
you can put the
Prasad
political
Prekti.
benefit to them.
Prasad Pekti.
IPS
So definitely we are slowly getting the required information why Telangana government has not taken action, immediate action. That is the first thing. And the second, this is also open question. I also have the same question, why the YouTuber has not filed the case as well. So I'm
This is
not his
convenient. This is
spokesperson. I don't
convenient
have any answer
positioning.
for that.
This is positioning of convenience and not a positioning of conviction. K.S. Prasad, respond.
Ma'am, it's very clear. As far as local BJP is concerned, they are just puppets here. Hardly because of the consideration of BRS and Congress, they have been won the battle. Otherwise, there is no presence for BJP in Telangana. And Congress, they are part and parcels of NDA. That's why there is no police case. And Mr. Addanki is very clearly saying that court has to take as a sumo moto. It is quite ridiculous. Before all that, the consensus needs to be addressed in local way itself. There, the addresses are being taken place. The
You
respective
can
police,
complain,
including
Mr.
IPS,
Prasad.
You know, can
very
I ask you a
clear.
simple question? We are short
It's a
of
matter of
time.
fact.
We are
If
short
they
of
have
time.
serious concern about
We are
food
short
hazard
of time,
and
but I want to
complaint,
ask you
the
this
matter of fact
question.
for
A
them.
lot of negativity. I want to ask a question and end it here. All of you, I want your responses. Let's just bring in the positive aspect to this. Two states, one vendor, two different responses. Why am I saying this? Look at the love and support that's coming from Andhra. Why is that? Decode that for us. You are people who are politically very astute. You have experiences. One remains the question of, how can a YouTuber go and do that? He's an ordinary citizen. That's one aspect of it we have discussed. No questions, no answers to that, including the police case that has not been filed, including a suo motu case that has not been taken, including that was allowed to go on in public glare. There is another aspect to this, and that aspect is very simple. Why is there love pouring out from one state, the other absent? What is the silence of convenience and a unity rally? What is the reason behind this, according to you? Let's start with you very simply at this point, Prasad Prekti, because you said there is concerns. There are concerns.
Yes.
This man has links to
There are
terror
There are
groups,
two things. Okay. So
extremist groups.
Will
But
you
what about
allow
the
me to
support
speak,
that's coming
please?
from Andhra?
Okay. So
From
in
political
Andhra,
parties as well.
in Andhra, the India government does not want to give the chance to YSRCP to make it as a big issue. That is how they proactively jumped and went ahead and
To protect
defended like
Ravant
anything.
Reddy, because this is
And
a part and parcel of NDA.
sir, let me finish, sir. So in Telangana, government didn't see that as a big issue. It is a non-issue for them. So they are focusing on the political elections that are happening. So these are all the two things. So definitely, from the YouTuber, definitely he has exposed. If you have seen the video, he has exposed telling that this guy has got a
Very quickly,
SDPI.
respond. K.S. Prasad, I'll come to you last. Adanki, Dayakar, respond. Respond.
Some of the nonsense fellows are creating rumors. We didn't bother the issue. We thoroughly searching the issues and facts in that issue. We can take care of those issues, but there is no such kind of anti-national and all,
Sir,
right?
you are saying, no. You are saying you are probing. Without probing, how can you say anything? That itself is a problem. Look
Yep.
at the panelists making the
Some of the
allegation,
people,
saying
some
what
of
the
the people
YouTuber said.
creating,
Serious
some of the
charges.
people,
Probe
medium,
not there,
madam,
case not there. What are we talking, sir?
some of the people creating noise. That's it. We know
Noise.
something about this. We know
Noise
something
and
about the
silence,
facts.
both of convenience. K.S. Prasad,
No,
very quickly, last words from you.
no. Some of the rogues creating this kind of issues. Why? Because I'll check it. The YouTuber or whatever. I don't know. So, we don't know the what is the credibility of the channel
Last
and
word
all.
from K.S. Prasad. K.S. Prasad, respond.
It's very clear, ma'am. It is a part and parcels of NDA government is playing a crooked game over here at the cost of NDA. The two, particularly Revant Reddy, is in the clusters of Chandrababu Naidu and is a part and parcels of NDA.
All right.
And he's
Okay.
smartly saying,
I think you
I'm
know,
taking all
K.S.
sort of
Reddy,
excuses
unfortunately,
along
I
with
would have
the
liked you
answer.
to just
He's a
talk about
warrior
the
for
very
us.
fact,
Being a
about
warrior
the
is not
questions, because
responding.
you did
This is
take
our
that line.
biggest
Just the
challenge.
very questions of how most of them remain completely unanswered. The politics of identity, the politics of a right to for a vendor to choose to sell anywhere, the politics of food safety and the politics of silence and speaking up. So much more, but at the heart of it, a very simple question. Does a citizen, a YouTuber, have the right to force prove identity? Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining me.